Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. So this morning's practice, we're going to be doing some chest and shoulders, basically focusing on the chest and shoulders. We'll do some alternate nostril breathing, and we're going to alternate that with the abdominal breath work that we did last week, Kapalabhati. And you need one prop. So you're going to need a tea towel, or if you've got a strap, then you can use a strap. I'm going to put this aside just for now, but you're going to need this later. Start at the front of the mat. We're going to do a couple of sun salutations just to get warmed up. Big toes together, heels and ankles slightly apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine, coming up to your halfway lift. Hands come to the mat, step the right foot, step the left foot. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra position, chest out, shoulders back, tucking the toes. And exhale into your downward facing dog. In this first one, if you feel like you want to drop your hip, if you just want to do whatever you need to do to make you feel comfortable, to loosen up your body, maybe pedaling the feet, either dropping the hips side to side, just taking a bend in the knees, dropping them side to side. And now we're going to walk half a foot at a time to the front of the mat, keeping the knees fairly bent till we come to the front. Keeping the knees bent, coming up to our halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. And inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Back into your standing position. Inhale, nice deep back bend on this one. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Step the right, step the left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Just a few breaths in this one. I want you to really focus on relaxing the shoulders slightly and just sinking the belly, the chest and the chin, getting the chin onto the chest. Just really trying to open up the chest and the shoulders, bending the knees quite a bit. And then walk to the front of your mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way up. Nice big back bend again. And exhale, hands to heart center. Back into your standing position. I'm going to take a stand sideways on. Hands out by your side. Feet shoulder width apart. Both palms now facing up. We're going to do some shoulder scoops. So I want you to really externally rotate. If you don't know what I mean by externally rotate, that's what I mean. Externally rotate. So for the right hand, it's clockwise. For the left hand, it's anti-clockwise. Externally rotate, squeezing the shoulder blades together. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Keeping the left hand as it is. I want you to now internally rotate the right. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then we're going to completely reverse this now. So externally rotate the right, internally rotate the left. 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. If there was a little bit of a shake off. Hands out by your side, palms facing up, fingertips onto your shoulders. We're going to start drawing some circles will be with the elbows, and as we do this, just start to make bigger and bigger circles. And if you were going clockwise, go anti-clockwise now, and vice versa. And then shake that off. Now I want you to grab your tea towel or your strap, take it from diagonally the two longer, like basically take it from the longest distance diagonally, so you've got more length on it basically. Now take hold of this with the right hand. You're going to drop this behind the back, and then what we're going to do is take hold of it with the left, and I want you to just start walking your left hand up your spine as much as you can, and just using that right hand, using the cloth or the strap just to help you. And we're just going to hold this position. You can even drop the towel over like that, over your shoulder, and just hold in that position for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then gently just release. Don't release, sorry, keep hold of it, but I want you to kind of come back down, gently come back down. And the idea is to get the left hand, the left arm down the spine as much as you can. You are going to more than likely be a lot tighter on one side. And what I want you to do is just take a mental note of how tight you are on that side. And you know, you can practice these anytime, but we will be putting them into our practice a bit more. So take a bit of a mental note and you'll see how you progress later on. Okay, gently release. Give your arms a little bit of a shake off, shrug the shoulders, and then take hold of it with the left hand. We're going to drop it over the left side and down the back of the shoulder. Taking hold of it with the right hand now. And my right is definitely the most tightest. Like a lot. I did do a big training session yesterday as well. Okay, and again, just start walking that right hand up as much as you can. If you need to drop that over the shoulder, then do so. Basically like this. I'm going to hold this for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then same again. Now we're going to bring the left hand down if we can. So tight this morning. Okay, and once you've got that position, we're going to hold that for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then just gently release. Give your shoulders a little bit of a shake off. Draw some circles with your neck, with your head even. Okay, moving on to the mat. Coming into our tabletop position, knees under hips, hands and wrists under shoulders, and we're going to exhale, tucking the tailbone, pushing the mat away, rounding the spine, engaging the core, tensing the glutes, really focusing on this cat position, and then complete opposite direction. Slowly inhale, arch the spine, sticking the glutes out, sucking the stomach in and looking up, and then just work through those for a couple of reps. And now we are going to do something called thread the needle. So supporting ourselves, staying in your tabletop position, but you want to come to a neutral position. Support yourself with your right hand. You're going to take the left hand, exhale, twist up to the left side, and then exhale, twist down and through behind the right arm, the right wrist. Keep exhaling. You're bringing the back of the hand to the back of the arm and the shoulder all the way down to the mat until the right side of the head is, until the left side of the head is on the mat. Okay, now we're going to place the right hand on top of the left hand. I mean, you can stay in this position. If this is enough for you, stay in this position. If you want to twist a little bit more, I'm going to take the right hand, place it on top of the left, and now exhale, twisting that right hand up to the sky, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we're going to drop the right hand over the back and start to walk it over the left hand side as if we're trying to grab hold of the left pocket. And just spend a couple of breaths in here. You might find on each exhale you can twist a little further into the pause. And then start to walk that hand back round. Place it on the mat, or just down by the side of you. Push, and then just come out and release. And then do whatever movement you need to do in your spine, just to kind of reset. I'm going to move over to the other side. So supporting ourselves with the left hand. I'm going to switch this around so you can see what's going on. Remaining in that tabletop position. Exhaling, the right hand up, twisting up to the right side. Exhale, threading the needle through. And then again, stay in this position if this is okay for you. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, place the left hand on top of the right. Exhale, twisting again. Over to the left. Drop the left hand round the back. Walking over to the right hand side. Trying to take hold of the right pocket. And then just gently walk that back round. On twist. And again, if you need to do any movement in the spine, feel free to do so. Coming into our child's pose position. And what I want you to do is just sink your belly, your chest, and your chin as lower down to the ground as possible. Widen the knees as much as you need to, big toes together. Keeping the belly, chest and chin as low to the mat as possible, elbows tucked in as you come through, and coming into our cobra position. But what I want you to do here, I want you to take your hands as far back as you are comfortable with. So imagine your thumbs are in line with the bottom of your chest. Bring them back a little further, and we're going to get a nice back bend. And we want the elbows tucked in. Chest is sticking out, and just really focusing, sticking that chest out, bringing the shoulders back, chest out, shoulders back, looking up, deep inhale, exhale and release, come back down. And again, you might find that you can bring the hands a little further back. I'm talking like an inch. Inhale and then exhale. Coming back down, last round. And hold this for 3, for 2, and for 1. And what we're going to do is start to round the spine, push the mat away, just to kind of reset our spine. And now sit back into the child's pose. Belly, chest and chin, lower down to the mat as much as we can. Start walking both hands over to the left hand side, placing the right hand on top of the left when you get to about 10 o'clock. And just start to breathe down that right hand side into the lat, opening up the space. Walking over to the right hand side now. Once you get around 2 o'clock, the left hand placed on top of the right, and again just breathing into that space, into the lat, into the left hand side, opening up. You should feel a deep stretch all the way down, and then walking back over to the center. Take a seated position in front of you now, with your feet in front of you, sorry. Hands around 6 inches just behind you, fingertips facing to the back of the mat. Take a bend in the knees, 90-degree bend in the knees, and two variations for this. You can either just sit forward like so, keeping your bum on the mat. If you want to increase it slightly, you're going to drive the hips up now. Really driving up the hips in this bridge pose. Holding this for 5, for 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Sit back down. Keeping the hands where they are. And I just want you to kind of lean back, getting a nice stretch in the hands. Widen the fingers as much as you can. Just feel it stretching out the biceps, the forearms. And then once more, we're going to go back into this pose. Driving the hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back down. Take a comfortable seated position. So for this one, I am going to move my mat against the wall and use that for some support. Start off with a round of alternate nostril breathing. Then we'll move on to the abdominal breathing. First 2 fingers are turned in. We're going to use the right thumb on the right nostril and what would be the wedding finger on the left hand. We're using that finger on the right. So not the little finger, but this one here to block the left. Blocking the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. And then just release. Take some deep inhales through both nostrils, in through the nose, exhale out through the nose. I want to do a round of the Kapalabhati now, and I'll just demonstrate again for anybody who hasn't done this before. So we are relaxing the full body, relaxing shoulders, face, hands, everything. And we kind of want to use the core, the abs as like kind of a pump, like a shh, shh. So it's kind of going like this. I'm going to stand up so you can see like a little bit better. I'll come a little bit further forward. So you're going to, it's a forceful exhale, but you kind of just relax and allow the breath to come back in through the nose and through the chest. And it's kind of like you use this as a pump and then relax, and then the oxygen, the air just comes back through. So we'll do a round of those. And, you know, depending on the person, you might be able to do 10 breaths, you might be able to do 20. You know, some people can do this for 10 minutes. So yeah, take an inhale through both nostrils, but you don't want to be like at maximum inhale to a point where you've got a lot of pressure in your chest. I would say probably 75 to 80% full. And then just use that. It's a quick, trying to relax everything and just use your abs to kind of do that forceful exhale and then just relax. It's like a forceful exhale and relax. And then you'll just feel the breath come back in. So let's make a start. Inhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And we'll return to our alternate nostril breathing now. I want you to really slow this down. If you know the pace of the breath work, if you know the inhales, the exhales, feel free to go at your own pace. Block the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. And release. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Second round of Kapalabhati now. I'm going to take a deep inhale now and just hold that breath. Holding it for as long as you can and then gently just release. Time to close your eyes now. We're going to move on to the final part of this session, which is the manifestation, visualization, meditation, manifestation. Couldn't get my words out there. And I want us to return back to the mantra, I think, I feel, I act, and attract. So I want you to think of something that you desire in life. Could be a goal in your business, Could be signing a deal, a contract. Could be making X amount of money. Could be a health and fitness goal. Lifting X amount of weight or losing X amount of weight. And I want you to visualize yourself at that point. You've actually getting to that point. Now what I want you to do is place both hands onto your heart. And I want you to really start feeling. So tying the feeling to the thought. And I want you to start feeling gratitude for that. Feeling happy in yourself, happy in your life, feeling grateful. And just imagine that feeling's just deep in your chest and it's starting to expand now. It's really, really starting to expand. Just imagine it activating every cell of your body. And expanding and expanding. Expanding into the whole room. And just sit with that for a second. Now finally, the action step. I think, I feel, I act. What is an action step that you can take today, this week? It might be making a phone call. It might be sending an email. If it's a fitness goal, might be doing one extra workout. Might be just sticking to your diet. And now finally, if you haven't done this already, after this session, I want you to write this in your phone or write on a piece of paper. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And I want you to just go back to it throughout the day, throughout the week. And just go back to this moment, to the thought, to the feeling. Maybe anytime you get to a point where you know you need to make the action, refer back to this moment and just think, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And just take a moment just to say thanks to yourself this morning for showing up. If you are a believer in God or energy or the universe or whatever, just take a moment to say thanks. Thank you. Namaste. I hope you found some value in that this morning. I hope you're feeling nice and loose in the chest and the shoulders. And I will see you all again at 5:55 a.m. tomorrow, UK time. Yeah. Goodbye for now. Thanks.